Hi guys, Alan Gilday here from Create Your Abundance and $50 Film School. So today we're going to have a look at this idea of the self-actualized person. What is a self-actualized person? Now this is a term that I heard first from Dyer, and I believe that he encountered this concept through his teacher Abraham Maslow. And basically he gives three determining traits of the self-actualized person. But before we look at those in the next video, I want to just examine what this notion, this kind of definition of a self-actualized person might be. To me, it sort of sounds very kind of rarefied and spiritual and a little bit airy-fairy. And I prefer to think of things much more pragmatically and what practical use is this, rather than running around saying, oh, I did yoga and my chakras are aligned and this force is flowing and that force is balanced and I saw my past lives. That might be some kind of enlightenment in a certain context for a certain time for a certain person, but by and large, what good is that to you, in terms of the quality of your own life, the quality of your relationships, the quality of your health, your finances, your relationships, your job, so on and so forth. So to me, I remember the late, great Stu Wilde saying, I like my spirituality down and dirty, real and earthy. And, it has to be day-to-day practical stuff, kind of a spirituality that works when you're going shopping or when you're sitting in the bus or, when you're involved in the day-to-day things of ordinary life rather than sitting in a cave contemplating your navel or somebody else's navel. So the self-actualized person, I think there's a couple of clues here. To me, it's far, as I say, rather than this kind of airy-fairy, fancy, rarefied and slightly intimidating spiritual kind of, if you like, holier than thou quality about it, it's somebody who is rather taken responsibility for themselves, taken responsibility for their own evolution into being a more conscious and more better functioning human being. That's the way I understand it. And the clues are that they're self-actualized. In other words, they're taking responsibility for their evolution themselves and not passing it on to a savior or a deity or extraterrestrials or spirit guides or a partner or a rock star, anything at all, any outer agency to save or redeem them or enlighten them. If you think about it, like the great masters, the great teachers, be they spiritual or political or artistic, have encouraged us to look within and draw upon our own strengths and to know our own strengths and know our own weaknesses and to draw forth the best in ourselves. And through that process of self-knowledge, then we can take responsibility, as Buddha said, for your own salvation. He says, work out your own salvation. Quite an interesting thing for a so-called spiritual teacher to say. And I would advise anybody, and it's just my advice, if anybody says, I'll save you if you just fall down and worship me, run a mile, okay? Because that's how cults start, and we abdicate our own responsibility to take the good decisions, or even bad decisions, but they're our responsibility to take. Okay, so yeah, we must take responsibility, we must know ourselves. And so let's have a look at, in the next video, we'll have a look, in the next three videos, we'll have a look very quickly at the three characteristics that identify, according to Dyer, self-actualized people. Guys, if you enjoy kicking around ideas like this, and maybe consider sharing some of your own and making extra money through blogging, doing that, then click on the link below and you can watch a video there that'll show you how to do just that. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye.